I made a schedule recently on how YouTube videos were going to be uploaded. And, you know, Sundays were going to be grocery shopping. Mondays were going to be about marriage. Wednesday was going to be like what the bays are doing. And Thursday was going to be these kids. And Friday was going to be fun. But one thing that I realized is that when I set out to make this YouTube channel, my main thing that I really wanted to address was anxiety, hypochondria, panic disorder, things of that nature. And I don't really have a category that fits into that. And I really don't like that. So I started thinking, and I was like, you know what? I clean on Tuesdays and we have date night, but cleaning doesn't usually take me very long because I typically clean Fridays or early Saturday mornings. So Tuesdays aren't terrible to clean because I just cleaned like 3 days ago, which, I mean, like I said, I have 3 kids, so it's not perfect, but it isn't bad to clean. So I was like, you know what? If I look up at like 8:30 in the morning Thursday and I already had a thing recorded, or Tuesday and I already had a thing recorded, it would literally take me like 2 seconds to edit it and upload it Tuesday. So Tuesdays are going to start being Talks with Alyssa Tuesday. And that's just going to kind of be that day where we talk about life. And because it's going to make me cry talking about it, because I'm driving to get my daughter. And as you probably saw in a previous video, driving is my greatest source of anxiety. I hate it. I hate driving. But I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 kids. I have a husband that works full-time. Other people in my family have jobs that work full-time. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. And that means that, like I said in our previous video, our oldest daughter has autism, and she is non-verbal low functioning autism, has a non-verbal low functioning autism, if I can talk here. So they're doing this camp for children with disabilities, and it's like, I have to take her to that. You know what I mean? Like, she needs that stability, she needs that structure, she needs to be around other kids that are, you know, similar, and she just needs that. I can only do so much. I try my hardest, but I've been on this journey since 2015, so I'm still relatively new to this journey, and I just have a lot to learn. I have a lot of things that I probably don't know that I should, and it's a struggle. It's a struggle for me every day. It makes me teary-eyed to talk about it. Like, I love that kid more than anything, and I wish that I could be the best version of myself for her and have all the tools that I need, and then some days I just feel like I'm failing her. So like, I knew in my head, she has to go to this camp. She has to, because I'm not qualified enough to be the person that she needs, and I want to get there, but I'm not. And, you know, these people here are all qualified behavioral specialists and whatnot, and she needs it. So when she needs something, that means you put your big girl panties on and you don't let anxiety hold you back. You know, when she needs therapy and I have to be the one that drives her a half hour away and sit and wait for her to get done, I have to do it. And I might panic, but I gotta do it. You know, and like, that's the thing is, it's a blessing, and it's a, I wouldn't say a curse, but it's my greatest triumph and my greatest struggle, because I feel so happy that I have kids that have to push me to be out of my shell. Because when I was 19, from like September to, I want to say like this September to December, so what year would that been? I was 19 in 2006. Is that right? Yeah, 19 in 2006. So from September to December of 2006, I didn't leave my house once. Not once. 3 months straight, I stayed inside because of anxiety. And it's an unfortunate thing, because I missed out on a lot of life. I didn't go to holiday things, I stayed home, blah, 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 blah. It was really frustrating, and I really let it get a hold on me. And so I started doing a little bit better, and then I met my husband. It's funny because I was still struggling And we met through a phone call, which is ironic because once again, I was struggling and I wasn't really going to meet anybody struggling how I was. So it was kind of ironic that I met him on the phone because it was just a picture perfect moment of what my life was like. So I met him on the phone and then I met him in person, and he made me face my fears. Like, he lived a good, it was almost an hour drive, probably 45 minutes. He lived 45 minutes from me. So if I went and visited him, guess what I had to do? I had to drive 45 minutes and I was completely out of my element in doing that, you know, and I was in a town that I didn't know, which I live there now, so that's kind of funny, but he almost forced me to be out of my slump that I was in. And then I got pregnant in 2010. I got pregnant with our first daughter, or first child, and once again I had to get over that fear because I had to drive myself to doctor's appointments, and I had to get over that fear of medical anxiety because I had to go to doctor's appointments. So like, having kids just really forced me to get out of my shell a little bit. Well, then I got comfortable again after I had the last one because I didn't have to go anywhere. So I was like, yeah, this is easy. Like, I'm home every day with the kids. When Ethan gets home, he drives me places. I never had to drive. Never had to go anywhere. When Ethan got home, we did stuff together. Then the oldest started school. And then she was diagnosed with autism. Well, she was diagnosed with autism first, and then she started school. And then I had to start driving again. And so all those feelings started rushing back again. And she had to go to a preschool in another town over, so I had to drive her there every day. So I had to face my fears doing that. And then she started in school where she was going every day, so I had to go every day driving. So having kids getting married and having kids has really, it's forced me. Like, I cannot just sit at the house and wallow in that, like, just that, the depths of anxiety. I don't have time. I can't do it. And it's a blessing and it's extremely frustrating at the same time because, like, today, I've been struggling and I did not feel like leaving and trying to get my daughter. But guess what? I have to, because nobody else is going to go pick her up. So I have to go get her, or she's going to be alone, and that would devastate me. So it's just one of them things where having kids has really forced me to get out of my shell and not let anxiety have a hold on me. And like I said, it's a blessing and it's frustrating at the same time because I'm forced to do things, and that's healthy, but the insides are like crawling right now. And it's so funny because, like, people will tell me, you don't even look like you're anxious, and I always hear that. I'm like, yeah, I'm a good actress. I'm a great actress because I have children, and you have to be a great actress. But I also don't ever want people to think that my life is all put together and that I'm just some, like, super mom that does all this stuff willy-nilly and doesn't even give a second thought to it, because there are millions of people struggling with anxiety and depression and hypochondria and panic disorder, and I will never, ever, I don't ever want them to feel like they are alone in that battle, because I'm there with you. I'm there. Hold on, let me get back to town. And I'm there with we have to battle through it. We have to push through it. We have to still get stuff done, even though we don't want to, and even though every fiber in our being is screaming to not go, because what if something bad happens? I'm there. I was doing so good this morning, and I was so frustrated because I vlogged this morning about my schedule, and I was doing super good. And then I went to get across the interstate earlier, and that's one of my big fears, and I started falling apart. And okay, hold on. And I was a mess, absolutely a mess. So I got home, and I was so frustrated because I don't know how I can do a complete 180 in a matter of minutes. Just something just sets us off. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go a different way. Because you know what? I'm going to be as strong as I can possibly be. And if something is going to take that strength away from me, then I'm going to go another way. But we're going to get it done. And I think that is what is so important when it comes to anxiety and all that is it doesn't matter how you get it done if you get it done. My mom tells me that. Doesn't matter how you do it as long as you get it done. And I remember that. So I was like, you know what? If I have to go to the back rooms because that's more of a comfortable setting for me, then I have to do it. And it may not be what everybody else understands, and it may take me a little bit longer to get there, but I'm going to do it that way because it's getting it done is the key. So, I don't even know where I'm going with this vlog today, but I want to take some time every Tuesday and just talk because it makes it literally I heard about somebody in the city next to us that he had taken his own life last week, or it was the week before, I can't remember. I don't remember the exact day. It was either last week or the week before. And it just shattered me. And because it's becoming such a prevalent thing, such a norm in our society, and it's heartbreaking because I know how that feels to get to that place of hopelessness. You know, I know how it feels to feel like, dude, what am I going to do in my life? Like, I can't even leave my house. And I've been there before. And I think that's what's most heartbreaking for me is because I remember those feelings of hopelessness and still do. I mean, it is a constant up and down battle dealing with these issues. And so it breaks me when I feel like that people feel like that's their only outlet, and it's heart-wrenching because mental health disorders are such a common thing, and they're so taboo. They're so taboo. Nobody wants you speaking about it. You know, I remember trying to talk about it before, and literally people asking me not to say anything about it because they didn't want me to embarrass them. And it's like, how is that an embarrassment? And if you make people feel like that's an embarrassment, where is their healing? Where is their comfort to be expressive? Because I was watching this YouTube video. I've been trying to watch YouTube videos just to help me gain some perspective and gain some control over my own life. And I was watching these YouTube videos, and the doctor in these YouTube videos said the common mistake in America, and I mean, I'm sure other countries, I'm not sure, but in America, is we don't allow people to talk about their problems. We listen to speak. We don't listen to listen. That's what he said. And we don't take the time. We don't take the time. Okay, hold on. And people don't feel comfortable talking about their issues, you know, and that's one thing he was talking about is, you know, it's like that person telling me that it's embarrassing. You made me feel like it's not comfortable enough to talk about, and who wants to feel like they're an embarrassment to people, you know? Who wants to feel like their problems are an embarrassment to people? I don't ever want anyone to feel that way. I don't want anyone to ever feel like they have to be embarrassed. So ever since I watched that YouTube video, I was like, you know what? I'm going to become more open about it. Because he said, you know, if you're having an issue in the grocery store because you struggle in there, tell somebody. Talk to somebody about it. And shame on them if they don't want to listen. Because we are all one race. And shame on them if they don't take the time to listen. And ever since he said those words, it's all I could think about. And I was like, you know what? That is exactly right. I want to quit being ashamed of this. I didn't ask for it. You know, and that's the thing that we have to remember is people that are struggling with mental health disorders, they didn't ask for this. They didn't beg for it. They didn't say, oh, I hope I get depression one time in my life, or I hope I struggle with anxiety so much I can't about it, you would, because trust me, it creates so much stress. Who would want to think about this? But when the doctor was saying that about being open, I was like, you know what, I'm going to start being open. You know, when I go somewhere and if I'm struggling, be like, hey, I just need to tell you, I'm struggling right now. And I just needed to tell somebody. And if they think I'm weird, they think I'm weird. But to get it off of your chest and not to hide it and not to try and battle through it without the help of somebody else, that's what I tried to do for so long. And that's why I lost so many friends. And if you're my friend and you've stuck with me this long with how I am, God bless you. Because I know it's not easy. I'm not an easy friend. And I understand. Alright, sorry, I had to end up going inside to get my daughter, so I completely lost my train of thought. But I wanted to just end the video by saying that if you struggle with anxiety or depression or hypochondria or panic attacks or anything of that nature, you're not alone. And you can do this. I promise you. Because I feel like I cannot even breathe right now. But people need us. And you have to remember that. People need you. People need your spirit. People need your smile. People need your dependence. And you cannot let anxiety take that from you. You can't. And that's one thing that I have to keep telling myself is that I run my life. Well, with Jesus and my kids. But I run my life, not fear. And that's something that's really hard to grasp because some days I don't want to do things. And often I only do things that I have to do. I'm not to the stage yet where I do things that I want to do, but we're getting there. Okay, hold on. What are you doing, Luke? But we're getting there. We're getting to the point where I can do things that I want to do. But we will get there. But I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that you are not alone in your battle, and I don't want anybody to ever feel that way. I don't want anybody to ever feel hopeless. I don't want everybody. I know that will come, but I hope when it comes, you remember your purpose, and I hope that you remember that people need you, and that you're greater than this. God is greater than this, and your struggles do not have to be like your end. There's a greater life beyond those, and it's waiting for you, you know? Like, I feel great right now. I mean, like, I'm anxious and I'm nervous, and it all changes at the drop of a hat. I mean, it really does, but I feel great that we're overpowering it. It is not controlling me. I'm controlling it. I went and did this despite the fact that I didn't want to, but I had to, so we did it. All right, I love you all. If you want to see more videos like this talking about mental health issues, let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know if you struggle with this, what your coping mechanisms are, what is something that you have overcome this week, or what is something that you did that you didn't think that you could do. I want to hear it, okay? I love you all. I really do. I appreciate all of your support. And like I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to start doing Talks with Alyssa Tuesday. We're going to do that. So, I mean, I know I'm trying to probably biting off a little more than I can chew because I'm trying to do 6 uploads a week. But I'll say if I hit 5 out of those 6 a week, we'll be in good shape. So you might not get the same stuff every week, but if we're getting 5 out of 6, we're in good shape. All right? All right. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Bye.